Hi guys, welcome to the second episode of Walking with the Himalayan Master. Someone recently asked me why I am reading this book after so many years and the reason why I chose this book at the first place. So I'll tell you, when I was making documentaries on Nath Hagura tradition from 2012 to 15, I visited various places in India, Nepal, and some other countries, and I met a lot of monks, saints, and other people. But I always felt a need of knowing more about it from different perspectives. And then someone suggested me. There was a monk. He said, "Okay, if you are into literature, so what have you read so far?" I told him the names of the Hindi books. Though he was impressed, but later on when I told him those books were like rather more on the process. So I wanted to know about the mentor. Is there a book about the mentor, the guru? So then he suggested, have you read the autobiography of Swami Rama? I said no. Then he said, okay, start with this book. And I think when I read this book, initially I found it a piece of fiction, but when I completed it, I could somehow connect to the words because when I was making documentary, so I also had some paranormal experiences. I think most of the people have it. I'll share those things some time later. So that was the reason, and why I am rereading it for now is because I started another channel on YT for another documentary thing that I was making. So there was some other references of the books. So I thought, I shouldn't start uh, the other books as well. So in order to bring those things in light for you, because most of the books that I read were in Hindi, and so I thought of starting with this. And because I've earlier read it, I am able to translate the content as well, and I can relate to it. That's why I'm reading it again. So without wasting further time, I'll start with the excerpt for today. I had other concerns to drive them from my mind. The incomeless summer months weren't passing fast enough. I was anxious to get back into teaching theology, but my classes at Loyola University of Chicago did not begin until September. My wife Teresa and I had just returned from 2.5 years in Europe, where I had continued my advanced degree work. Loyola had agreed to a leave of absence for me during that time, but the university administrators had been relieved to know that they wouldn't have to support me. As a consequence, we had used up all our savings, spent up several loans, and gone into hock. Theresa was holding a small secretarial job until her own teaching would begin in the fall, but still we were out of money and bouncing back and forth between credit cards trying to make ends meet. I have been sick from almost like 4 or 5 days, and when I have pressure, so it pains. So really sorry for the accent today. I'll try to be like able to emphasize more on the exact words, like I tried yesterday. Uh, I'll continue ahead. Since I didn't have a car yet, July found me wandering through the Loyola campus, greeting old friends, checking the bookstore, and strolling around, hoping to bump into familiar faculty. Much had changed in 2 years. Every now and then I passed by a bulletin board, either on campus at an Evanston health food store near our apartment or on an elevated train station, and I scanned for upcoming events and community announcements. My eyes repeatedly caught a flyer that described a forthcoming seminar on healing to be held on September 9 at Plymouth, Wisconsin, in the woods just north of Milwaukee. The speakers was to be His Holiness Swami Rama of the Himalayas. Since I was a brilliant college professor, I never once made the connection between the announcements and my dreams. Did you ever have a thought that haunted you despite your dismissal of it? As the weeks rolled into August, I couldn't get the seminar flyer out of my mind. Every time I dismissed it, something would come along to remind me of it. I mentioned the obsession to Theresa and speculated that after more than 2 years in Grey Holland, walking around in the bright Midwest sun must have been taking its toll. I would have to stop it now, friends. I'll continue it in the third episode. Thank you very much for watching.